Right, as Paddy Hayden and Jay Hayden got into the top 9 by the hair of their chinny chin, made it into the top 6, and away they go. Now carries the New Zealand #1, the championship winner last year, and finds himself slowest, so therefore first out in the top 6.
Smooth water, he'll be loving the conditions out here. Real flat water, so he's going to put in a good time, and he's looking really good so far. Paddy Hayden, nice attempt around the island. Back up the bottom there around Mouthfresh. Down to the hairpin. Can he get out on that quick chop?
Yeah, big ease off nice and early, but I'll tell you what, that was very nicely executed. Paddy Hayden, of course, got a lot of experience behind him now and realises that he was amongst the top 3.
Just
top
gone
runners.
the wrong way.
Oh no, Paddy Hayden has had a brain fade, and I dare say that will be the end of the day for Patrick and Jay Hayden.
Here he goes.
That's where he needed to go. Now he's back on it, but that is going to cost him a plethora of time.
Oh, and he eased into it. It was almost like he didn't want to make an effort to go back, but he's got him back.
Yeah.
Got to finish. Jay's got him there. Haven't got a time yet. Nothing's come through.
Oh, the frustration is palpable. Paddy Hayden just squeezes the throttle there at a 107.149.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, there's that many decimal points in there. I actually thought it was like reading Arabic.
This will be a little bit of red mist in the helmets in there. That's twice in a row the Haydens have gone wrong. Hayden Wilson, the Wanganui man. The only Wanganui man, I believe, here and left in the top 6 of the Group B, Stinger B, so get behind him.
Yeah, that's right. 0800 My Engine, the machine, his white noisy's wife, Amanda Wilson, sitting right in alongside him. Come back from a year's hiatus, blowing the cobwebs out and still in the top 6. So this boat, of course, has been a championship-winning boat in years gone by. And I dare say that we will see Hayden Wilson, if he just keeps it a little bit smooth, bogged it down just a little bit around that right-hander.
He did bog it, sort of jumped and jived. Got the old Stinger shuffle, we used to call it, but yeah, I don't know what happened there. He's got it back on time now.
But Hayden Wilson now into the all-important hairpin. Not too bad out of there. Kept the momentum going. Probably not as quick as some of the other boats going into that area, but he got out of there nice and smoothly. So far, only the one small mistake during this rotation. And one small mistake can mean tenths of a second, and as soon as you're talking tenths of a second, that can mean failing to progress into the top 3. Or he had a bit of a look down the inside island there.
Sound like it's slowing down, but he's brought it home. He's got it home on a 1 minute, well, 60.422. So he's definitely ahead of Paddy Hayden. He's in P1. He's casually gone through, but it's certainly bogged down a couple of times, caught the top island. Wasn't the tidiest run, but to tell you what, he's got away with his pants on.
Yeah, well, it did sound like that engine was going off just a little bit. Just came out of the blocks pretty well, but just sort of, wasn't carrying the momentum through. But we now go to Buttercup and Jasmine, Daniel Reid and his partner Jasmine, the Aquaholic. These guys had a problem with the reverse bucket coming down in qualifying 4. In the top 9, they posted a pretty good time. Now they've got to get into the top 3. They are out on track at the moment, and Buttercup's gone the wrong way.
Oh no, this is interesting. Can he get back?
Oh no, so it's Paddy Hayden and Buttercup. The pressure with Carl Beaver parked up into the fence. This has started getting into these guys' minds. It's upset their preparation.
Buttercup stayed on the gas pedal. He might have just stayed on long enough to still get in front of Paddy, so we'll see. Down to the hairpin, still got a long way to go.
Oh, a bit of a back off, but very nice. Just that little quick change of the note set himself up beautifully. Buttercup, apart from that incorrect rotation earlier in the lap, back on track now, but driving like he stole it.
Had a bit of a moment down the top there, but here he comes back up the top end. He's still on target to come through in front of Paddy, but it's not going to be much in it.
So Daniel Reid with a
106.542.
Yeah, so quicker than Patrick Hayden.
Not by a lot.
Not by a lot. 6 seconds behind Hayden Wilson. So, wow, these finals are throwing up plenty in the top class, in the unlimited class. Sam Newdick is out. See that Hayden Wilson, the boat has run out of flame. That's getting dragged back by human power back to his trailer.
It almost looked like it was getting sluggish in the final effort there, so I hope Hayden's is okay. Get it going again. So, what have we got? Tim Edhouse left?
Tim Edhouse, well...
And it looks like, oh, Grandad. Here he is.
Grandad, here we go. TNT Racing, Ray Thompson, Dave Toms.
Tell you what, this could be Grandad's day.
Yeah, it might be lucky enough. Wow, I tell you what, you see the likes of Buttercup and Paddy Hayden going the wrong way in the top 6. The pressure is mounting.
TNT, he's charged hard all day. Doesn't like the dark, so he want to finish as early as he can.
Yeah, that's right. Only because it's well past his bedtime.
Looking good at the start.
Yeah, look, TNT Racing, Ray Thompson, the way he goes about it, you said it, you called it really early in the day, Leighton. If he gets a couple of good runs in qualifying 1 and 2, he carries on with it throughout the day. If he has a bit of a nightmare during those early 2 qualifying runs, he's chasing it all day.
Yeah, he just gets rattled, but certainly today has been his day, and maybe today is the day that he's going to walk away with a bigger smile. So, well done. Nicely in that hairpin. Couldn't talk me to move that lone flag a little bit closer, but he's got around it all day so well. Up the top end, back down through the flip-flop, and up around the bottom.
Yeah, this is the money part of the track through here. I'll tell you what, he's done a great job. Not once has he messed up down at this mouthbrush left-hander, continuing that form right through now into the finish line. Ray Thompson will go through quickest, there is no doubt about that, with a 56.707, 3.3 seconds quicker than Hayden Wilson.
Top of the board. Well done.
So, we now have our final runner in the Group B, which will be Tim and Debbie Edhouse. So it is Daniel Reid sitting on the bubble. That is the end of Paddy Hayden.
Paddy Hayden, that is a turn-up. Paddy Hayden has just been knocked off by Grandad, and now it is Buttercup Reid sitting on the bubble. Can Tim and Debbie Edhouse come through?
Now, by the bubble, Daniel Reid is currently in P3, so the time that Tim and Debbie Edhouse need to beat is a 106.542. 106 is the time that Tim and Debbie Edhouse need to beat to progress into the top 3. They will know that.
They certainly will.
So this boat, the Liquid Addiction, looking a lot better after the qualifying 3 round. Whatever they've done to the jet unit is working very, very well indeed. You would suggest that the whole power plant, the whole system setup is working nicely. It is now going to come down to driver and navigator.
Got it right. He's coming down round to the top of the track, down to the hairpin now. At this stage, they have got the track the correct way. Tim has made that look lovely.
Oh, didn't he? And I dare say, bar some serious incident here, we are going to see Tim Edhouse progress. So into this final sharp left-hander, now it's the sweepers up the back straight, into the longest sweeper.
Round the top end, bringing it home. Oh, very close to that island.
Oh, straight to the top of the table with a 56.163, Tim and Debbie Edhouse. So that is the end of Daniel Reid. That is the end of Patrick Hayden. And in the top 3, it is going to look like this for the shootout. Hayden Wilson, Ray Thompson, and that man in Liquid Addiction, Tim Edhouse.
Woo.
Geez, I tell you what, you gotta love jet sprinting.
Fowler Homes Group A. They're at the